for Congress, 10th District candidate Jeff Perry is under fire for his actions as a police officer and allegations he covered up a crime. 7's Jonathan Hall is in Quincy with the latest on this one.
Perry's event tonight at this restaurant in Quincy is closed to the media, but we did manage to question the Republican just as he went in about a young woman's allegations that he covered up a crime to help a fellow cop almost 20 years ago when he was a sergeant in the town of Wareham.
Republican Jeff Perry is still trying to win a congressional race, but this as a controversy surrounds his actions as a police officer years ago. It threatens to derail his campaign for Congress. Lisa Allen, who grew up in Wareham, is now in her 30s and is talking for the first time about the night she was victimized by one of Perry's fellow officers. She writes, quote, "It upsets me that Jeff Perry can run for Congress after what he did to me when I was 14 years old. Jeff Perry was not an honest police sergeant and should not be in a position of power." She's referring to an incident in Wareham years ago when she and some friends were approached by police as they were hanging out at a cranberry bog.
It was way back in May of 1991. Sergeant Perry was supervising as one of his officers, Scott Flanagan, strip searched a 14-year-old.
Flanagan pled guilty to indecent assault, admitting he inappropriately touched Allen, saying he was looking for drugs. Perry was at the scene that night but was never charged with any crime. He did resign from the Wareham police days after Flanagan was indicted. He says he quit to start a business. As Perry arrived for tonight's campaign event in Quincy just minutes ago, he expressed concern for Allen.
I have a lot of sympathy for Lisa Allen and her family. What Scott Flanagan did to her was a violation of the public trust. He violated the oath of office. He violated the badge. He disgraced the Wareham Police Department.
The attorney who helped Allen file a federal lawsuit says she felt after staying silent for years, she had to come forward now.
Mainly she feels that Jeff Perry was more concerned with protecting police officer Scott Flanagan rather than protecting teenage girls in the town from Flanagan.
Allen's statement makes it clear she blames Perry almost as much as the officer who assaulted her. Quote, "Jeff Perry was nearby when Scott Flanagan illegally strip searched me. Perry knew what Flanagan did. He had to hear me screaming and crying. Instead of helping me, Jeff Perry denied anything happened."
I heard nothing that night, and if I did, I would have acted right away.
There has been some contradiction in your statements over the years about that fact, though.
I think I've answered your question, and I'm sorry that Lisa Allen has to go through this today.
Perry's opponent, Democrat Bill Keating, released a statement in support of Allen. It says, quote, "As district attorney, I have a profound respect for the incredible courage it has taken for her to step forward. She is an inspiration to every survivor." A recent poll shows a very tight race in the 10th with Keating leading Perry by just 3 points, and that was before these explosive statements from Allen came out. We're live in Quincy. Jonathan Hall, 7 News.